Logic doesn't come easy in a game where trees float and certain things don't exhibit gravity. I know you know that, sub, but maybe the viewers don't. So let's dive into 12 things in Minecraft that don't make any sense. For a game about survival and resources, you would be surprised how much is actually far out from the real world. Never fear though, because we have you covered with some of the most unusual parts of this all-encompassing game. Number 1. Mobs. There are many mobs in the game, such as pigs, cows, and even chickens that remind us of our everyday animals on the farm. We even have some foxes and pandas to stretch out that wide variety. There are a few mobs in the game, however, that don't make any sense at all. Take zombies, for example. First off, they're the literal living dead, and I'm really hoping not a thing in real life. Creepers are another unusual creature. Luckily, these explosive fiends don't exist on Earth, and were just a mistake by Notch when he tried to edit the pig model way back when. Phantoms appear and attack you when you sleep. While there are many things that fly in our world, phantoms certainly aren't one of them. If they were, I bet you think twice about doing an all-nighter. Last but not least are Endermen and their Endermite counterparts. These guys are from a complete other dimension, and while there may be other dimensions in real life, it's hard to say for certainty that a world with obsidian pillars and a dragon exists. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. We'll just never know. Number 2. Emerald value. Since villager trading was added to the game, players have been able to mine a new type of ore known as emeralds. These green gems aren't used for much, but they can be traded to villagers as a form of currency. Well, this is kind of like money in real life. There's something a little fishy with emeralds that doesn't quite make sense. For example, I can trade a villager 1 emerald for these items, but I can also trade a villager 1 emerald for these items. This means these and these are the exact same value. That hardly makes any sense. Currency needs to be stable and worth the same no matter what. But for some reason in Minecraft, you can take advantage of these steep trades and get lots of good gear for only a few emeralds in total. Talk about duping the system. Number 3. Buckets. Here's a fun one for you, sub. You see that bucket there? Go pick up some lava in a cave with it. Nice! That was cool, wasn't it? Haha, cool. No, okay. Now take another bucket and throw it in the lava. Huh? It got burned. That doesn't make any sense. If buckets are made from iron and can hold lava, then why do they burn when thrown into it? This sort of stuff drives me crazy. I don't know about you, sub, but I think all iron blocks should be resilient to lava. But that's just me. Sub has decided that he doesn't like buckets anymore, so he's getting rid of all of them. While he does that, make sure to consider subscribing. It's important that we as a community band together and grow Sub's world to as big as possible. He's already made such amazing progress in his world. So many creations. Number 4. Torches. One of the most iconic and useful items in the game. With one little stick and a piece of coal, you have yourself Minecraft's easiest light source, and the best method to see in caves and prevent mob spawning in dark areas. One thing you probably wondered, sub, is if you can use coal in a furnace to cook things, and it runs out after 8 times. How is it that coal can burn infinitely as a torch? Surely that stick would burn up at some point. These infinity torches make no sense whatsoever. They belong in Thanos' gauntlet or something if you ask me, because they have some beastly burning power. Number 5. Climate control. The world of Minecraft itself is a little bit odd, as it is infinitely generating. One could say that it technically isn't based on a planet, but sub, it's the sun, now the moon, and they rotate over time, suggesting we actually are on a planet. Confusing, right? Minecraft has some real weather like rain, thunder, and snow. But did you know it rains from above the clouds? That literally makes no sense, as rain is actually created inside clouds in real life. One of the last things that doesn't make sense in Minecraft is that there is absolutely no temperature system. Other than fire and lava being really hot, there's no way to freeze or dehydrate. How do you explain all the desert and snow biomes then? What on earth is going on in this game? Number 6. Portals and dimensions. I briefly touched on this when we mentioned Enderman, but the fact that you can actually create portals in Minecraft is crazy! Besides, how does placing a rectangle of obsidian and setting it on fire create a portal? That's some trans-dimensional voodoo magic if you ask me. Not to mention what's on the other side, a giant wasteland of evil mutated creatures and infested caverns. Lava at every turn. While it'd be a sight to see, I think in real life you probably get scared pretty quickly. The end with its strange cities and unusual laws of physics is even weirder, and both dimensions really make little sense. Why are there Endermen in all dimensions? Why are there pig people in the Nether? Can someone tell me what is going on? Please, somebody. Number 7. Skeletons. We're isolating this mob in particular because it really doesn't make any sense. While skeletons exist in real life, right under our very own skin, in Minecraft they don't have flesh. Sub, how on earth are all those bones holding themselves together? How are they alive? It's almost as if magic is causing it so the bones don't all fall apart into a big pile. Another odd thing about skeletons is that they actually have no internal organs, and that includes lungs. But for some reason, they still drown when underwater for too long. That doesn't make any sense. Silly skeleton, you don't need to breathe. Number 8. Skeletons. Again. Seriously, they just can't stop with their nonsensical ways. Have you ever noticed that while you need to always be replenishing your arrows, skeletons appear to have an unlimited supply? I mean, seriously, where are all those arrows coming from? How do they have so many? And more importantly, when you kill the skeleton, why does it only ever drop 1 or 2? I thought it was infinite. So much for making sense, Minecraft. If all of that wasn't bad enough, Wither skeletons are actually made of black bones, but when killed, only drop white ones. Huh? What? While Sub tries to figure out the mystery of the colored bones, make sure to like this video. It always makes Sub super happy to see that you're supporting him. Isn't that right, Sub? In fact, you guys have been smashing our like goals recently, and we couldn't be happier. So thank you. Number 9. Storage. Chests can hold many items, but one thing that confuses me is how shulkers can fit an entire inventory of stuff, which can then be placed into a chest. How can the chest only have room for a certain amount of items, but at the same time, have enough room to fit a shulker box with a whole secondary inventory of items? How does it do that? How? In fact, you can fill a chest entirely with shulkers, all of which can be entirely with items. What is this? Inception? Doctor Who? How is it bigger on the inside? Number 10. Cactuses. I mean cacti. Do I mean cacti? Yeah, I do. Everyone has walked into a cactus in Minecraft. You get pricked once and never try to go near them again. Seems simple enough, but here's something that makes no sense. If you can get pricked by walking into a cactus, how come when you punch one it doesn't hurt? Surely it would spike your fist. I guess if your hand is tough enough to punch through wood, then a cactus isn't going to bother you. Number 11. Item stacking. You know, one thing I never understood about Minecraft is how items are supposed to stack. First off, where do all the items in your inventory go? Your pocket. It's not like you have a backpack. Next, how can you only stack things to 64? Why not 65 or 63? And take snowballs, for instance. You can only have snowballs in stacks of 16. Why can't you carry any more than that? Also, what dictates how many of an item you get when crafting? Why 4 fences? 4 torches? Why not 10? Or just 1? Why don't I get 3 pickaxes when I make my diamond pickaxe? That sure would be useful. There's so many weird stacking oddities and crafting quantities. It really doesn't make any sense. Number 12. Block breaking. Last but not least, it's time to look at one of the most common things you do in all of Minecraft: breaking blocks. Now, if you went outside and hit a rock with a stick for ages, and then stopped, it wouldn't rebuild itself. You'd just have a broken stick and a, bashed up rock. So why is it when we start to break blocks in Minecraft, and then stop midway, do all of the cracks disappear? Surely it would make more sense for the stone to stay cracked, and you can continue breaking later. This sure would come in handy for obsidian mining, but it would be very annoying wandering around seeing half-broken and cracked blocks everywhere. While Subpractice is breaking blocks, why not consider some other things in Minecraft that don't make much sense? Leave a comment below. Sub may even heart it.